Okay, my fellow taxpayer, I'll give you 42 billion reasons to listen to this one. Snowy Hydro 2.0, or as I like to say, Snowy Hydro 20 times, being 20 times its original budget of $2 billion. Everything you need to know in a nutshell. The giant nation-building project that was supposed to make renewables reliable, stabilise the grid, and keep the lights on when the wind stops blowing and the sun stops shining. Except there's one problem. Snowy Hydro 20 times doesn't generate any new power. It stores power. It's essentially a giant battery. A pumped hydro system that moves water uphill when electricity is cheap, then releases it back down through turbines when electricity is needed. And in theory, it makes sense. But in practice, it's become one of the biggest infrastructure blowouts in Australia's history. When it was announced in 2017, Snowy Hydro 20 times was meant to cost around $2 billion. $2 billion. And it was supposed to be up and running by 2021. Today, it's still not finished. It likely won't be operational until at least the end of 2028. And the real cost is currently being reported at $42 billion. That's not a budget blowout. That's a national scandal. So what happened? Costs exploded, timelines blew out, and because the project now sits at the centre of Australia's renewables transition, the government can't walk away. That's the real issue. Snowy Hydro 20 times has become too big to fail, too politically important to cancel, too expensive to admit defeat, and too far along to stop. So, taxpayers must keep paying. And this is the unfortunate truth no one wants to say out loud. Snowy Hydro 20 times is no longer just an infrastructure project. It is the clearest warning sign of what happens when ideology runs ahead of engineering, when politics gets ahead of reality. Because if this is the big battery that is meant to back up Australia's renewables future, then Australians should be asking one very important question. How much will the final renewables bill really be? Just asking.